But let's go to Rachel Parsons, because this is a serious subject that we need to discuss this morning about this upcoming battle. Hi, Rachel. How are you?
Doing well. How are you, James?
Well, I'm good. So give me a little, what's going on with this little fight that's going to take place here?
Well, we are always at battle with some anti-gun politicians. And as of late, for the past several years, we have been at battle with Mayor Mike Bloomberg from New York City. He has taken an all-out assault on the Second Amendment, and from wanting to sue lawful gun dealers and manufacturers out of business to now he's coming after right to carry laws. He recently went on Meet the Press on Sunday and said that he was willing to battle himself, the National Rifle Association, dollar for dollar. Mayor Mike Bloomberg it's no surprise that he's anti-gun, and it's no surprise that he would say something like this. However, all the time in his organizations of mayors, he always says that he's after illegal guns, yet what we really believe is that he's after any gun that he doesn't like, which is any civilian-owned firearm. And now he's after the right to carry laws all across this country.
Yeah, and actually we did a little research on this, Rachel, and we came up with a news release, and I know that you're aware of it, but I'm going to bring it in here now. I was not aware of an organization called the Mayors Against Illegal Guns, which was started by none other than the mayor of New York, Mr. Bloomberg. And it appears as though he has a number of mayors from around the country that got involved with this. Do you know how many mayors actually joined that group?
I'm not certain the exact number, although there are hundreds from across the country that have joined this group. Although, just to point out, there have been several who have also disbanded from this organization because of inaccuracies and misconceptions from Mayor Bloomberg. He sold this organization as mayors uniting to stop crime and stop gun crime, which the National Rifle Association and every other law-abiding citizen in this country would agree that something needs to be done about gun crime. Now, our ways to combat gun crime seem to be where the difference is. They want to sue lawful gun manufacturers and dealers out of existence and out of business in civil court as opposed to in criminal court if they were breaking the law. He also wants to attack any lawful ownership of guns by law-abiding Americans. This is absolutely against anything that the NRA would be for, and also the 80 million gun owners in this country. There is just no appetite for gun control, and we've seen that in study after study after study.
Well, I have something that's going to please everyone who's listening today, because I have a resignation letter, and I don't know how many of them that Mr. Bloomberg is going to receive, but certainly this one is from a mayor in Ohio. And I'm just going to take some of the highlights from it. It starts out, this mayor, by the way, is Mayor Marlene, and I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing her name correctly, but Anlinsky. That's how I'm going to say it until someone corrects me anyway. And she says in her resignation letter, I hereby immediately resign my membership in the Mayors Against Illegal Guns Coalition. I am withdrawing because, and this is sent to the mayor, of course, I am withdrawing because you're attempting to erode all gun ownership, not just illegal guns. I joined your coalition because of its purpose to combat the criminal acquisition and misuse of guns, which many Americans share. Regrettably, it has become continuously clear to me that you are using this coalition of mayors to advance a hidden agenda of bringing lawsuits against members of the firearms industry and spreading anti-gun propaganda. Now that's from a mayor in Ohio. That's very strong language.
Absolutely, and Mayor Bloomberg has been getting resignation letters just like that one from mayors all across this country. Now, there are some mayors out there who probably do agree with Mayor Bloomberg that that there should be draconian gun laws across this country. However, there are many mayors out there who maybe just aren't educated on the true agenda of this organization. And you can go to the Mayors Against Illegal Guns website to determine if your mayor is a member of this coalition, and write them letters and tell them exactly what Mayor Bloomberg is out to do, and educate your own mayors about the Second Amendment and what you want to see from them. That's how we have a strong voice. But it's very important that we do write letters and contact our leaders, because organizations like this that are backed by billionaire mayors are a threat to your Second Amendment freedoms. Mayor Bloomberg is a multi-billionaire and has a lot of money to put behind an organization such as this.
And I don't know how many multi-billionaire mayors we have in this country. I don't think we have many. But tell me, I know we're going to get an overlay sometime before the end of the program, but tell me again where that website is.
It's Mayors Against Illegal Guns, and I'm almost positive the website is maig.org, but just Google Mayors Against Illegal Guns. It'll take you to that website. You can also get a lot of information on this organization at www.NRA-ILA.org. Again, this is an organization of the country's mayors who have signed up for it, and they've been fooled into thinking that this is the mission of this organization is to combat crime. What it really is an anti-gun organization. So we want folks to contact their mayors. If they are not a member of this organization, then you should congratulate them and tell them thank you for protecting your Second Amendment freedoms. But if they are, let them know what this organization is all about and suggest strongly that they remove their membership. It's an anti-gun organization that has nothing to do with reducing crime and everything to do with eroding your Second Amendment freedoms.
And I think Mayor Alinsky pointed it out quite clearly. I mean, this is one of the strongest written letters I've ever seen as far as a resignation goes. I mean, normally they're much more polite and much more indirect, but when, you know, she's pointing out exactly what you're saying here when she says that you are using this coalition of mayors to advance a hidden agenda and bringing lawsuits against members of the firearm industry and spreading anti-gun propaganda. Now, listeners, I think it's very important that we go out there, we get on this website, find out if your mayor is a part of this, and your mayor may not understand exactly what they're a part of, because the picture in the front is not really what's taking place. And obviously, this mayor has seen the light and understands that. And, you know, we're going to stay on this story. Hopefully, Rachel will be able to get a little more information about some of the other mayors in an upcoming show. And let's find out who's in, who's out, and who we need to contact. Absolutely. This is an important organization to combat, and this is going to be our latest threat, and something that could potentially be something that we hear about and deal with for many years in the future. Again, Mike Bloomberg is a very, very rich man and has a lot of money to put behind this. And he went on Meet the Press and said that he was going to combat the NRA personally. That's a personal attack to us. All right. And I happen to know that Wayne LaPierre is pretty fast, pretty good, and I don't think we have anything to worry about there. But we're going to stay on the story, Rachel, and we'll hear more from you again next week, okay? Sure thing. See you next week. Okay. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.